TGIF, thank God it is Friday. I know Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Woo! You know that moment where you have been waiting for Friday to come and Friday is here. And we're just so excited because we get to sit at home and flex or get to chill and have some fun over the weekend. Any which way, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sunnyside Show right here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, your radio experience you can count on. Now, if this is your first time of joining the Sunnyside Show, let me tell you what you get on the Sunnyside Show. Right here on the Sunnyside Show, you will always get lots of entertainment stories, lots of vibes, and every day the question for the day will always be here for your listening pleasure. And as always, my name is Benedicta Henshaw. Now, today is Friday, and I just said, you know what? Let me ask this question. You know, there are so many things a woman should not do on a first date. And at the end of the day, I get to hear this particular question or this particular topic a whole lot. Some people say for a first date, a woman should meet a man in public. Some people would say that, you know what, it doesn't really matter where you meet a man for the first time. You can meet a man in his house for the first time. I mean, sure, you guys are getting to know each other. What's the best place to get to know a man? In his house. And then some people say, no, you're not supposed to meet a man in that type of place. No, you should meet him in public. And then you get to hear people say stuff like, okay, so the first place for a woman to meet a man is in a hotel room. I know. So this is the question. So it's a true or false question. So whatever side you choose, let me know your reason. So here we go. A woman visiting a man in his house on a first date is not a bad thing. True or false? Visiting a man's house on a first date. False. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sunnyside Show. Woman, now if you're just joining us, this is the Sunnyside Show right here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, your radio experience you can count on. My name is Benedicta Henshaw, and for today, this is the question. Visiting a man in his house for a first date is not a bad thing. True or false? Visiting a man in his house on a first date is not a bad thing. True or false? So if you say it's true, why do you say it's true? False, let me know why. 0907-353-0044 or 0908-766-8888. Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, Numa.
Yeah, good afternoon, TGIF. What is your name?
I'm down from Manchester.
Okay, can you move away from your radio set?
Okay.
Hello?
Well,
Yeah,
to me, I think it's not that bad.
it's not that bad. Okay, tell me why you feel it's not that bad.
And before you go to his place, I think you should have known him a little.
Okay.
If he is that bad or not.
Okay,
You should have known him.
so by knowing him, are you talking about talking to him on chats, calling him, and stuff like that?
No, physically, you know the kind of person he is.
Okay, so you feel it's not a bad thing on a first date. Going to his house is not a bad thing. Okay, that's cool.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. He says it's not a bad thing that before you can go and see him on a first date in his house, it means you already know him. Okay, so this is the question for today. Visiting a man in his house on a first date is not a bad thing. True or false? Hello?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good afternoon, ma.
Yeah, good afternoon. What is your name?
Yeah. I'm sorry, please, I can't hear you. I think it's the network.
All right. So let me know. Visiting a man on a first date in his house is not a bad thing. True or false?
I think it's false.
Okay, why do you say so? Hello? Okay, so he says it's false. Now let's go to WhatsApp. NS says true. It helps to save cost and there's no big deal. Why the fear of exercise? However, exercise can happen anywhere, whether on the first date or not. No need to rush, but if ground clear, man picking feel level sharp. I don't know the exercise Ernest is talking about. Can someone explain it to me? Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. My name is Ike, calling from Kubwa.
Hi, Ike. So let me know. A woman visiting.
Yeah, I got the question right.
Okay.
I want to really know if we are to answer you, the guys or the ladies.
Let me know. Like, it's a general question. It's
Okay.
like, true or false?
All right. Fine. First of all, I think it all depends on, first of all, what we mean by first date.
First date, you're meeting each other for the first time. First
You're meeting,
physical.
that's what I'm saying. You're meeting for the first time.
Yeah.
Maybe we've not been maybe we've been talking, and this is the first time we want to meet
Physically.
face to face.
Yeah.
Face to face, right?
Yeah.
As a guy, I will strongly say it is not right.
But why? Why do you feel so?
Fine. If we have been seeing before, and it happens that I invite you to my place, it's fine. But this is the first date. I think it shouldn't be in my house.
Okay. So why should it be?
Yeah, it shouldn't be in my house because one, the I believe before getting so intimate and coming to the house,
Okay.
I think to some extent there has been a commitment.
Okay. All right.
So bringing a girl to the house for the time, I don't think is for the first date. That I'm saying first time, I don't think is wise.
All right. Okay, darling. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, so IK says that is not right. So that is false. He says for the first time, it should not be in a guy's house. So yeah, he said it's wrong. But let me know. Now let's go over to WhatsApp. Good day, Benedicta, the radio goddess. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Well, for me, it is totally wrong to visit a man in his house on a first date. Reasons being that, looking at the present times we have found ourselves, what if the man uses her for money rituals? A lady must consider her safety first when it comes to first time meetings. Then in turn, trust is built over time. And this is from Michael, now the Jagaban of Suleja. I love your show. Thank you so much, Jagaban of Suleja. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. How are you?
My name is Musa, calling from Kubwa.
Hi, Musa. So, Musa, let me know, what are your thoughts on today's question?
Yeah, I think it's false.
Okay, why do you say so?
Because it's not a good idea bringing a girl on the first date to your house. Because it's not proper.
Okay, it's not proper. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Because,
Go on.
Because, number one, bringing a girl to your house on the first date is like spoiling her image. People will look at her bad.
Okay.
Yeah, those are my thoughts.
All right. Thank you so much, Musa, and happy Jumat to you too. Thank you so much for calling. All right. So Musa is saying it is not right that for a guy bringing a woman over to your house on a first date is almost like spoiling her image. Now, let's talk about images here. Now, last night was the pool party and a whole lot went down. Like, it went down yesterday. Now, if you have been following the Big Brother Naija All-Star show, you already know that Thursday are for pool parties, and yesterday was a pool party like none other. Now, if you have been following up, you would realize that Cross and Kim Oprah have been getting cozy with each other. And yeah, Kim Oprah is the newest house guest, and a whole lot has been going on between her and Cross. Both of them have been eating together, smiling together, holding hands with each other, you know. But yesterday's pool party, this daughter, this young lady, this Gen Z baddie, yes, that girl, Ilebaye, decided to come out again. I mean, Ilebaye has been quiet for a while now, and Ilebaye decided to like put a little bit of spice in the Cross and Kim Oprah shift. And how did she do that? Well, Ilebaye and Cross shared a passionate kiss in the kitchen, in front of the whole housemates. And I'm like, okay, Ilebaye and Cross, kilo day now. Like, this kiss was too much. Everybody was like shocked. Like, you know how two people are doing something and they literally cannot see anybody. And in the words of Ilebaye, well, at the end of the day, Ilebaye is in the Big Brother Naija All-Stars house to have fun. She's having fun. And based on the kiss that happened last night, today Kim Oprah has not been talking to Cross. She doesn't even want to talk to Cross. And she said that based on what happened yesterday, she's going to stay far away from Cross. And here am I asking myself, like, Kim Oprah, you literally watched the show. You know for a fact that Ilebaye and Cross have been having fun with each other. So why are you now acting like you did not know? You are going to Big Brother's house and you are acting like you did not know that Ilebaye and Cross have been doing whatever it is they are doing. But this is me watching to see what's going to happen. And still talking about Kim Oprah, I don't know whether she's trying to make Cross jealous. This morning, she has been staying very close to Perry, and both of them have even been holding hands. And I'm like, Kim Oprah, this thing you are doing, nah, man.